Crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan.
Yeah, this guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Coming to the plate now, number 17. He will lead this one off today. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
Pulled toward right center field. Almora in pursuit. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm looking at the leadoff hitter. They've got to get better production out of that leadoff spot. Boy, he's struggling a bit right now. And you know what? His team really needs him to turn it around. I hope he's able to get out of it in this one. He's putting in a lot of extra time, so we'll see if it pays off.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And next to bat will be Jesse Winker. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. Winker tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. But he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Fouled off. The 1-2. Popped him up. Rizzo is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 10 home runs and 38 runs batted in. Just a tick behind for a strike. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Gloved by Russell. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Reds are down in order. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Sonny Gray is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do If he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team...
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he will start the bottom of the first with a leadoff 2-base hit.
Batting second.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken up in the zone. In his career, Bryant begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. Comes set with the 0-1. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Tried to get him to bite on that curveball, but no luck. It'll be interesting to see what he goes with now with the count even at 2-2.
Working for the punch out and the offering. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He comes into this one among the leaders in slugging percentage. How about top 5 in the National League? I love watching him when he comes up to the plate. There's an electricity about him. He's got power and he's got that swagger that you just can't miss.
Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rizzo. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Well off the plate for a ball. Schwarber, the runner at second with 1 away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. 1 out and a runner on second base. The 2-2 one more time is laid off and the count runs full.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first, but not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Another full count offering on its way. There's ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
So first and second with 1 man gone, and into bat next the versatile weapon Javier Baez. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Down the third baseline. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run shot to left center. Number 17 for him on the season. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
Stepping in now, Sam Gordon. She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Gordon, a 22-year-old, has penciled into the outfield today, but most often he's thought of as a third baseman. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
In the air now, out to right field. Waiting on it, the right fielder. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting sixth, the catcher, Victor Caratini.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Gray has his target. First pitch on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. 3 runs already home here. Ready with the 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's 3-0 Chicago. So striding in, Aristides Aquino. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
Stepping in, Derek Dietrich. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's 2 for 4. He also has 1 home run. 1 out, nobody on. bounce towards the second baseman. Russell is right there, and that's the second out.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
So stepping in, Freddie Galvis. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail it here 3-0. Now at the plate, Addison Russell. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Popped up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on day. And let's take a look at infielder Freddie Galvis, a guy who bounced around in the early part of his career, but his glove is his calling card, and he's settled at one of those premium positions up the middle, and look for him to have a big day on defense.
Stepping into the box, Albert Almora. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
No pitcher.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossoming.
Into the box now, Yu Darvish. As here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hold. 0-1. Gray ready with the 0-1. Almora leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Now the 2-1 pitch is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Ready for another chance? Kyle Schwarber, runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch on its way. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And a waste pitch there, 1-2. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Schebler facing back. Into the bleachers and out of here. So it's a two-run homer for Kyle Schwarber, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And now Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
This year against right-handed pitching, Bryant is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Behind 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's the Cubs 5 and the Reds nothing.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done, and that helps everyone play more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real cornerstone of this ball club, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. And that brings up Scott Schebler. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
0-1 the count. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. From the stretch, and he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Sonny Gray.
In now for the Reds, Sonny Gray. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and the Reds have their first hit of the game. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Into the box, number 17.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And he popped him up. And Baez will put this one away to retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Striding into the box, Anthony Rizzo. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
That evens it up 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's Javier Baez, as here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole. 0-1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. The throw into second.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all for Sonny Gray. So he'll beat an early retreat here this afternoon, as he could never really get into the flow of the ball game. Tyler Mahle is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Number 30, Tyler.
Sam Gordon will be his first assignment down to the bullpen, as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and one away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
The 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. The 1-1. Hard hit to first. Dietrich gloves it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, catcher, Victor Caratini.
Digging in, Victor Caratini. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Schebler ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Now batting, Jesse Winker, as we begin the top of the fourth.
Lots of baseball left in this one, as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle and runs.
First offering on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he can't get out of the way of that one. So the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Man, that is the Cardinals' sin for any pitcher. And you never expect a guy of this caliber to make that mistake. Had the hitter down 0-2 and let him off the hook by plunking him. He'll be talking to himself about that one.
He's set. Here it comes. Fouled away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Standing in now, Aristides Aquino. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the stretch. And he fouls this one off. Winker stands at first with 1 out. That misses. 1-2.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
The 1-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box now, Derek Dietrich, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Line towards center field. Almora is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And up next, the former Philly shortstop, Freddie Galvis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Galvis behind 0-2. Here's Darvish on 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Pitch popped straight up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Stepping in, Addison Russell. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Russell.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that's in there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Schebler will wait on it. And he's got it for the first out.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, Albert Almora.
So one away here in the Chicago 4th. And into bat next is Albert Almora. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. 5 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Almora with an even count, 2-2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far.
11.
That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
In now, Yu Darvish. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Under it is the right fielder, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He's being more selective with their swings. He said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Stepping up now, Scott Schebler. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, Tucker Barnhart, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 0-1 on its way. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Jose Iglesias.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner towards second. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be? So they go quietly here in this half inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Reds nothing. Kevin Gossman, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Kevin Gossman.
Digging in and looking for more, Kyle Schwarber. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
Hey, in the last at-bat when he hit that home run on an off-speed pitch, he didn't really crush it, but he certainly hit it well enough to drive it out of the ballpark.
1 ball, no strikes the count. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. And there's a base hit on the line.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that's, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Standing in, Chris Bryant, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
2-1 to count. Schwarber gets his lead at first, nobody out. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Now here's a drive out to right center field. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Here comes the first pitch.
That's a ball.
Fastball just off the inside corner. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. A ball and a strike now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Stepping in now, Javier Baez. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Runners are at second and third with one down. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Standing in now, Sam Gordon, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Second and third, 2 away. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 5 and the Reds nothing. Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, number 17. They'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. One and 1 to the Reds leadoff man. Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2, and it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
In now, Jesse Winker, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
One out, nobody on. And he misses there. 1-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Called strike. 0-2. Two out, nobody on. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Reds are down in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Now at the plate, Victor Caratini. No hits to this point.
For the Cubs, the catcher, Victor.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
0-1.
Here it comes on 0-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Addison Russell. Oh goodness, not ready for that slider at all. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Winker on the move. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Albert Almora.
And now he double on the ledger so far. First offering on its way. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Cubs are down in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in once again, Aristides Aquino. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Here's Darvish on 0-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is Almora. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. 12 home runs for him now thus far. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Up next for Cincinnati, the first baseman, Derek Dietrich.
Stepping in now, Derek Dietrich. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set and the 0-1. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Into the box now, Freddie Galvis. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Dietrich aboard here at first with nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
Standing in now, Scott Schebler. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Gordon is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
In now, Tucker Barnhart. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Strike 2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Reds 1. Wilson Contreras is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Wilson. Contreras.
And, ooh, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. The windup and the 0-1. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. That's the splitter there, but it misses. 1-2. Contreras, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their
Now
calls
batting,
go
left
their way
fielder,
on close pitches, but
Kyle.
not this time. I think that was
Schwarber.
actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
The count now at 2-1. The 2-1 is low and outside for a ball. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. In there, and it's full 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Chris Bryant. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. From the stretch. 2-1. Schwarber, base runner at first with 1 out. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Popped up. Suarez takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
In now, Anthony Rizzo. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
First pitch on its way. Fastball there to start him out. This is bounced foul for the first strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Full count, 3-2. 2 out with the man at first. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. 1 left for the Cubs. They're up 5-1. Kyle Ryan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Nick Senzel is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. A bouncer to the left side. Baez fields it cleanly. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Our score as we play the 8th. Popped high in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
The left fielder, number 33.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Now to the plate, Jesse Winker. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. On the run is Almora. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're down here 5-1. Michael Lorenzen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 21, Michael Lorenzen.
Striding in once again, Javier Baez. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
Javier Baez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up. The windup and the 0-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Schebler is there, and he has it for the first out.
The right fielder, number 1, Sam Gordon.
At the plate, Sam Gordon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. The 1-2. Line drive, base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Into the box, Victor Caratini, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's 2 for 3. Oh. 2-0 now.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
2 balls and a strike to count. Gordon, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center, and call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Russell.
Stepping in now, Addison Russell, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 0-1. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. First and second now, 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Schebler on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. The relay, and he is in there at third safely, so there are runners at the corners with 2 away.
Number 5. Albert.
Stepping up to the plate, Albert Almora, and they're runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. Here it comes on 1-1. Count is 1-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Cubs strand a couple. They lead this one, though, 5-1. At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. And his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the 9th.
Eugenio.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. A reminder that full highlights come your way as we'll look back at the key moments of the matchup from here in Chicago. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Aristides Aquino. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Tyler Chatwood answers the call from the dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 32, Tyler Chatwood. Now playing center field.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
22,
and a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Fouled away. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Fouled off. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Oh, and this one ran in and got him, and that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Digging in now, Freddie Galvis. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers with Tyler Chatwood. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And that's off the scoreboard. What a blast. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And it's a 5-3 game now.
Great swing right there. Sometimes you just see that ball pop out of that pitcher's hand just a little bit different than that fastball, and he was able to stay back, keep his front shoulder locked, and take that off-speed pitch deep.
Into the box now, Scott Schebler. Clear, the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Standing in now, Tucker Barnhart. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Number 34 will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Chicago posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Yu Darvish earned his 5th win of the year as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Sonny Gray couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.